guys so much for coming out tonight. It's lovely to see your faces. Yeah, you can.
It's cold out and it's warm in here. What's all y'all?
Yeah, absolutely. And Glendale it smells like weed. And so you probably all have a contact high, so well done. Hi, I'm Sandeep Parikh.
I'm Massud Hawk.
I'm Kayla Mahoney.
And we are going to be your hosts. We're doing a sort of a triad situation here for hosts this evening, and we got an amazing lineup. I mean, this is a stacked lineup, and I see so many beautiful familiar faces. Thank you all for coming. We're doing a taping here today too, so it's really important that even if you don't like anything, you laugh anyway. We need you for production value. Okay? Thank you for bringing up props. We have this silly, crazy format that we're trying out for the first time. We're calling this Roll for Jokes, as you saw on the poster, because we got a giant inflatable D20 here. And, so the comedians are going to come out, they're going to do their set, and then after their set, and where you laugh no matter what, they are going to ask one of you guys to come up and roll this dice, which is going to link to, or map to, 20 topics that they're then going to do a, sort of a 2-minute riff on. It should be fun. So you guys clap if you wrote a topic down. You didn't clap, sir. You didn't clap.
The first one, number 1 for us will be cryptid animal rescue.
Okay.
All right. Okay,
And hey, no one's judging me if I'm misspelling stuff, okay?
No, never. Well, I'll just compliment Kaylin on their excellent penmanship, all right? That's all that matters.
I'll put a little red squiggly line under her.
Oh, come on.
Here you go.
Okay, number 2, Terminator 12 premiere. Okay, all right.
Kaylin, you want to read this one on? No, I got you. Your therapist starts complaining about their roommate.
How about, yeah, okay. I guess I shouldn't pitch on it.
You guys really went for like bits here.
Yeah, thank you.
Lone officer cold call. A lone officer cold call.
Oh, this is good though. Peanuts. Thank you,
You
thank
can
you.
go a number of ways with peanuts.
Yeah.
Wait, we should read this one out.
Oh, please.
Number 7 is colossal squid.
It's number 6.
That's number 6.
Number 6 is colossal squid.
Number 7, oh so lucky, beer water.
Okay, what does this say? I got it. Okay, got it. Number 8 is pygmy goats. Pygmy
Yay.
Number 9, everyone's favorite state, Florida.
Should we do this one?
No.
Let's see.
Nah.
Okay, number 10, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
They said in space, but let's let the comedians make the joke.
Yeah, absolutely. I got one
We got some
here.
comics in their crowd.
Speaking of us, we got a choice on this one. It's either gluten intolerance or scurvy. They wrote your choice. That was so kind of you.
What's your choice?
Oh, scurvy all
Okay.
day. Come on. I'm not gonna riff on it. Someone else.
Number 12 is cheating on an elementary school test. Been there. I got this far.
Cheating on tests. Okay.
13, doggy fashion show.
Oh, I go to that.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
14 is college parties. Good.
That's good.
All right.
The topic doesn't have to be funny.
Yeah.
That's actually a good thing.
Okay. I'm at 15, the Borda trilogy by Cormac McCarthy. This is not a book club, but we're here for it.
What if you just do trilogy?
Just a trilogy by Cormac McCarthy. We'll make it
Speaking
work.
of trilogies,
Hey!
Back to the Future time paradox.
Oh.
Maybe you just put time paradox if you want.
We love
Too late.
Okay.
Thank you, Kaylin. Next one, crackers.
Pass on that one.
Yeah, we'll pass on it.
No.
No,
Crackers is
crackers
fine.
is good.
No,
We,
we want
pa-
crackers.
we passed on diarrhea, guys. You don't need it. You don't need diarrhea.
Oh, come on.
You know what? 18 can be
But
diarrhea.
it's already half your set, so you don't want to do
Let me
it.
see.
All right.
No, we want crackers because that can go either way.
Yeah.
I think this guy gets it. Garden Gnomes is number 18.
Uh-huh.
Number 19, spam email.
Oh yeah, that's so relatable. You know.
All right. Last one.
It's good.
It
It's
says-
good.
it says-
It's good.
You think it's good? Okay, your dad is a vampire. Want to just do vampire? Vampire family.
Vampire family. And then those are the ones that we burnt?
Yeah.
All right, I'll hold on to them.
Okay, great.
Terrific.
Okay.
Let's tell them a
Massud
little bit about who they're going to see tonight.
For sure. I was going to say this: that if you whoever rolls natural 20, we'll get a little prize from our friends at Chaosium.
Yeah.
We got some books and stuff like that, you know, because this is a library that we're crashing. Yeah. So yeah, tell us who's on the lineup.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Kaylin.
First one up, who's it going to be?
Okay, first person up is Kieran Do.
Very good. Up next on the lineup will be Joe Star.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have not memorized the lineup, but that's good enough for you.
That's all you need to know. That's first and on that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, so Kieran and I did a fundraiser for Kamala. So I'm really proud to have her out here to, I guess, celebrate our failure together. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Kieran Do.
Stop it. Why would you? Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you so much. Stop it. It's as if you were forced to do it by me. You were, guys, I'm an Indian person. You can tell by my face in your eyes. And thank you. If Kamala had won, I was going to also go by Madam President. Yes, I was working on my Kamala impression, and now it's just going to be Usha Vance. Which I don't think is good for anybody. I'm trying to put a positive spin on it, though. I'm trying to remember that, I was like, but look at Usha. She's like one of the highest ladies in the land, and anyone can be a beard. Representation matters. I have a joke I used to do in 2016 that I try to remind myself of to keep myself upbeat and positive. I'm a brown woman in America. I can make another brown woman in America. I'm like, Trump can build all the walls he wants. I'm just gonna be like, this one's an inside job. Yeah. And then a lot of that kind of eye contact, and hopefully the man has the fear that you had in your eyes during that part. I'm only saying that because, I was hoping to retire that joke, but it looks like, 4 more years. 4 more years, maybe 400 more years. Is democracy over? Is it? No, seriously, is it? Does anyone? No, I'm kidding. My goal here is to make you happy, but mostly a little bit sad for this state of things, which is good. I've been on both sides of the equation. I've had. There was like a year when I was rich. That's a true thing. Thank you so much. That would have been a time when the current president would have suited me. That is no longer the case. This was back in 2019. And here's the thing: when you're rich, I don't know if anyone in this room is rich. But when you're rich, it's like you can feel yourself just becoming a cunt. It's like you can feel like the SUV Tesla in your bones. You feel like the negligent mother energy is just coursing through your veins. It was from a television show, and then no one watched the show, so that shit got canceled.
Aww.
Yes, and now I'm just like all of you. It's devastating. I'm not happy about it, you know. And so because of this, I live now in a questionable neighborhood. You know, I actually do believe that every neighborhood is questionable. It's just all the kinds of questions that you ask in your neighborhood, right? So in Beverly Hills, the questions would be like, why is there a dog in that baby carriage? And why is that baby on a leash? In my neighborhood, the questions are like, why does that 9-year-old have a teardrop tattoo? I'm gonna pick up the pace to a jog. Get out of here, you know? I call the neighborhood a Rorschach test. It's like an ink blot test for how well you are doing in your life when you come to visit, because when rich people come over, they look at my house and they're like, oh, you're in a transitional adulthood. And I'm like, babe, my neighbor is 54 years old, so you tell me if that's the case. But then a comedian will come over and they'll be like, you live like a king. You're a king amongst the bums. Those who make the punchlines worship you. Very stupid, very stupid. That's my house. This is how I know what the house is giving, is that, do you guys remember the R&B music sensation Mario?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see that pivot coming, did you? This man was like, oh, I wasn't expecting a Mario reference. The R&B sensation Mario, he shot a music video at my house. And he used it as the house from before he made it. Do you understand how hurtful that is? They did not bring in a production designer. They said, no, 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 this lamp and this table and this pillowcase, that's great. I still live with those things. Every time I watch that video, you know, it just kind of hurts my feelings. And that's how you know. That's how you know. I will say there was this little Asian postal worker one time when I was home, and she, there were 4 guys, and we were having an adventure that day, and there were 4 guys in like the house opposite my house, and the 4 SWAT team guys had come, you know, and they come with their like big guns drawn, like SWAT team style, house opposite my house. Little Asian postal worker, she walks across that entire scene. She opens the mailbox, she puts the mail into the mailbox. All 5 of those guys are like, what the fuck? This little Asian postal worker, she just looks right back up and she was like, I got a job to do. And they were like LAPD. And she just looked right back at them and she was like, I'm federal. You ain't never gonna shut this shit down. Guys, all this in front of my window, and I was just like, this would be the perfect commercial for USPS. May all government agencies work this well, you know, or continue to. In the demise, you know, we're back to the beginning. We are. I liked that beleaguered sigh of just the one person. I feel like that one audience member achieved my goal from when I stepped out here tonight, which was a lot of laughter, but ultimately sadness. And she did it personally. She was like, devastating. It's good. We're gonna start in on the question portion. There's an improvised portion to this. I think we need a dice. I'm gonna give it to someone, right? And then you're gonna roll the dice. This man's like, don't look at me. This lady's like, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open your heart, sir. Open your heart. Yeah, that means open your heart. So if you have your arms crossed, don't cross your arms. And who I'm gonna give this to first Oh, look at you, sweet lady. Okay, great. So why don't I give it to you, and then I wanted to give it to the girl who helped me steal a Coca-Cola earlier, who's a low-key felon. Okay, go ahead, you roll it.
I have to get a 20, right? That's the goal?
It doesn't matter, just do it. That was so lame. Okay, he just threw it. There was no roll. I said roll it. You didn't roll it. You just know he doesn't get a do-over. No, it goes to somebody else. We have 2. We'll see if I like 2. We're gonna give it to you, ma'am. Give it a roll. Okay, 2 is Terminator T2. Terminator 12 premiere. If you hit me, it's fine. It's just a D12. Oh, okay, queen. Okay, that was perfect. Okay, 8 is pygmy goats. Pygmy goats. So I'm supposed to do some material about pygmy goats? Is that the move here? Okay, the other one was Terminator 12 premiere or pygmy goats. I want to do this like old Mulaney thing where when he didn't know where to do, he did it like he was a Def Comedy Jam person, like he just did it like, and I was like, have you ever seen a goat? I don't know how that goes. I'm not even really sure you're allowed to do that anymore. I'm here to get this entire show canceled. That's before we even started. I don't like improv. I didn't think, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think these were gonna be like real UCB suggestions. I thought these were gonna be like topics that comedians discuss. Do you know what I mean? Not like, did you see the teats on the goat? I don't wanna do teat material, I don't give a shit about that shit. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason I don't play Zip Zap Zop. That's what I'm saying. Zip Zap, fuck you. That's what most comics would say. And that's because we have a generally bad attitude, as a group of people. Our love language is making fun of each other, It's the opposite of yes and. It's more like, let me kick you in the nuts. Do you know what I mean? Or let me fart on you during yoga and get revenge. That's the kind of vibe. Okay, let's try again though. Maybe I'll have better luck. Go on. Oh, we should have given it, actually just hand it to I need to hand it to my accomplice. Come on, accomplice. You need to help me out over here. She opened my stolen drink. That's on camera.
I'll pay for later.
Okay. Elegant. 4. Okay, 4. Lone officer cold call. Okay, that's kind of a nice one. A lone officer cold call. I like to. I'm gonna pivot a little bit on this. I'm gonna say, look, loan officers aren't really my thing. Do you know what I mean? But I currently, I have a thing out with the California Victims Compensation Board, which is, if something happens to you, I got bashed in the face with a bottle, and you don't have to worry. I'm fine. You can tell because I'm still pretty. Thank you so much. But anyway, so the California Victims Compensation Board, they have this thing where they will pay for all of your medical bills. So they will pay for all of your medical bills if something bad happens to you, like someone hits you in the face. But I do think it's kind of fucked up that the official policy of the state of California is, hey, sometimes somebody's gonna hit you in the face. That's our official policy. What can you do? Go buy yourself a nice coat. I've achieved my goal here today, which is, a little bit happy, but I'm leaving you sad. And like we said, that's the way you want your opener to handle things. Woo! I love that this entire set, you've just looked like a deer in the headlights, sir. You look like it was happening to you, on your face, just, so close I can touch you. That is harassment. We won't do that. Listen, if you enjoyed it, I've been Kieran Do, and if you didn't, Mindy Kaylin. Thanks so much.
Kieran Do, everybody! Oh, I think we learned a lot tonight about what Kieran does not like, and 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 fair enough. Okay. Actually, okay, I have some business.
Okay, we did pygmy goats, technically. We did that, I'll say. Well, we rolled it. and guess what? I'm making the rules.
Yeah!
And then we did this. Right? That's everything? Yeah. Happy? Okay.
All right, you guys. Next up, we have someone who's known for being the writer of Honest Trailers. Do we remember these viral videos that we all love? Okay, everybody clap it up for Mr. Joe Starr!
Alright! Good energy! Yes! I like a room where the mic is more just an optional prop. This is fine! This is good. Do you remember this? Oh god, it's gonna go good in the setup of my first bit. It's fine. Second bit. Actually, let's go. Okay, sorry. Focused. ADHD brain. There's fucking books everywhere. I'm fine. I'm focused. Let's go. Let's go. I've made a decision. Just across the board for everyone. White people no longer allowed to say "let's go." We shouldn't say it. It's not ours. It's just I'm gonna start my set by just scolding several of you. I think it's just not ours. It sounds viscerally not ours when any of us try to say it. In the same way that jazz is not ours. Or like if I saw my dad try to duck walk, I'd be like, voguing not for you, Larry. Or like how this nation intrinsically not ours. You get me. It's not ours. It's not ours. And maybe this illustrates the problem. The first time I heard anyone say "let's go" was in the film adaptation of In the Heights, in which the lead gets this glimmer of hope over all these obstacles, and that hope it forces him to leave his place of business, clench his fist, scream "let's go" at the sky, and we've never had a need to be forcefully yell "let's go" from our souls. Frankly, we already had "let's go." We fucked it up. White women cheerleaders ruined "let's go" decades ago. They turned it into one syllable. Sko. No, that's not what we do. I wrote this joke on the way here. I'm so fucking excited. It's going so well. White men sound like they mean it literally. Just like, "let's go!" We have spent a half hour longer in the Cracker Barrel gift shop than I intended. Let's go. We're gonna be late to Grandma's house. As you heard from my intro, this is one of my first sets back for a while. A long time ago, the pandemic happened, had to make a little couple pivots, take care of the family, But now I'm back! It's nice. It actually feels really good. It feels familiar. It feels safe. But it also feels like a little off and a little weird. Like when you see a Trader Joe's in the Midwest. And you're like, the logo is the same. The paint job is the same. There is still the newspaper that I use for cat litter liner is there. But it's not Trader Joe's, because there are certain things we come to expect in LA and New York and cities about Trader Joe's. There's a parking lot where at least 8 people a day realize that we live in a society. There are everywhere right now, as we speak at a Trader Joe's, there are dozens of moms whose kids go to the same school who are like, "Oh my God, Linda, I didn't know that you also shop for and consume food. We're so bad, Mama." And they're right in front of the one thing you want to get. And you're just like, "One more orange chicken, please." And then there's the one Trader Joe's employee with a story. And you're already picturing him. He's got the really big beard and the distant sort of intense stare. He looked like he knocked on Bilbo Baggins' door that fateful night, And he doesn't handle food or groceries. He doesn't check people out at the checkout line. He just buffs the floor with that push Zamboni. That's all he does. That's all he does. He wears a vest, but not a Trader Joe's vest. He brought a vest from home that he wears over his Trader Joe's vest. Just just in the back like he's an NPC from a video game, like an open world Skyrim, and if you get too close to him, he'll just start talking to you automatically, just, greetings, tarnished. Why, yes, we have moved the JoJo's thrice this week. Follow me, and we will find what you seek. Oh, it's good. This is going fine. I like this. This is fun. Can't wait to roll the thing. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. For the sake of this next joke, I heard a fictional argument about what genre of music is the most misogynistic. My setups aren't good. One of the fake people arguing was like, 90s era gangster rap, and I was like, no. And you can tell that I heard my own parents say the word gangster rap more than I actually heard it said properly, because I said gangster rap, like it was from Chicago in the 30s. A lot of people say like 80s hair metal, but like 80s hair metal was harmless. The most damaging music for women, I think, was without a doubt like late 90s, early 2000s, pop punk and emo. Awful, fucking damaging, brutal, without a doubt. Like, cause like 80s hair metal was just like this guy with just no shirt and a wacky tattoo in a I don't know, a spark factory. And he's just at the mic like, she gives me good dreams. I want to get next to Susan with the good jeans. And then like two guys with perms just harmonize with him in agreement, just like, Susan with the good jeans. Like, okay, it's fine. The music I grew up with, though, like, we didn't have a chance. I'm 43. We didn't have a chance of being well-adjusted men in the slightest, because the reason it was because it was so like just like under the wire. Because every like rock star we grew up idolizing looked like a youth pastor. Like all of them. None of them were cool. Are you fucking kidding me? Newfound Glory was like 2 seconds away from talking to you about Jesus at like every one of their shows. None of them were cool. But because of that, they just got away with just singing damaging shit. Because they were like, I saw Susan, beautiful in boyfriend jeans. But she's going out with Rob, even though I was briefly nice to her. And now Susan has to die! Hung by the denim, not I tied! And then, like, the bass player comes up and agrees with them, except he's just like that weird, like, screamy guy, and he's just like, fuck you, Susan! Like, that guy was fun. That guy always sounded like his mom just told him something he didn't want to do. Like, I'll take out the trash later! Oh, this is going to be such a bummer to end with. And I'm not saying that, like, I'm not like a, video games cause violence person. I'm not like a media causes bad behavior person. But change those lyrics about any other group of people, and the Warped Tour becomes a very different weekend. Unfortunately, a very familiar weekend lately, but a very fucking different weekend. Just Death Cab for Cutie out there trying to make America great again. Just not good. I told you it's gonna be a fucking bummer. Holy shit. I was like, like in my head, just in mid-joke, I was like, you forgot how it ends! This joke was fun 3 weeks ago! Sandeep, why didn't you fundraise harder? I blame him completely. Let's end on an up. Let's end positive. We had some wins this year. A lot of fucking strikes. The writers went on strike. Actors went on strike. Video game performers went on fucking strike. Let's go. I did this bit at Comic. I know I did it. I fucking did it. Listen. I deleted my Twitter because I'm an ally and an activist. Thank you. And I still go to my dead Twitter more than I used to just like reach for cigarettes when I was trying to quit smoking. It's fucked up. It's been gone for a week and I'm still just like, what's going on Elon's little, what the fuck? And so yeah, I hear, I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. But listen to me, the strikes are amazing. We need we need to do better. Like, work smarter, not harder. We're picketing in the wrong places. If you want contracts signed fast, you have to picket executive bathrooms. That's it. That's the whole deal. Do you know how quickly we would get our demands met if David Zaslav just needed to make a poopy? Like, that's the whole thing. But you know what? David Zaslav can't fucking get in there to make a poopy because you know what? The workers of the world, we're in there just ripping up that bathroom. You guys, it's good. Oh, you guys are not going to come with me on the rest of this in the slightest. Because we're in there, man, and we're fucking doing it for the blue-collar people. We're doing it for the people on the front line. We're doing a move that I like to call raising Lake Town, and that's when you get your feet up on like the top, the tank of the toilet, and you put your arms out like a dragon, and you yell, "I am Smaug," while just like everything just like hits the rim. I told you weren't going to go on the journey with me. It's time for an adventure, Bilbo. And I know what you're thinking. Well, in this example, other than please stop fucking doing this joke, I know that you're like, well, in that example, like, what about the custodian that has to clean up after that? Like, what do you think about him? And I'm like, yeah, but here's the thing. In the order of operations of writing this joke, the first thing I did was I said, oh, funny poopy joke. And then I had to work my way around to this fictional guy. You know what? Fuck it. He's there with me. We knocked down the stall wall. He's on the other toilet. We're holding hands. We're double dragon. Workers of the world unite. We're there. Let's go. Holy shit. Let's roll the dice. You want to do some dice rolling? No. No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go just like beach ball style. How long can we keep this in the air? And wherever it lands, it lands. Because we're on this journey together. You guys had to go through that together. So it would be weird if I just picked out one special person. Yeah? Yeah? Here we go. Okay, we're just gonna throw this in the middle. I'm gonna hurt someone, because that's how it works. Here we go. Here we go. Keep it up in the air. Keep it, yep, no, keep it going, keep it going. And 10. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'll tell a story. I don't know. I don't think this will be funny. I was taking karate for a long while. It was pretty cool. Actually, it was cool. Our downstairs roommate, we made friends. We made really good friends with our roommates a couple years before the shutdown started. We were really lucky to have them as like a little pod, a little found family, right? And we made friends the same way like children made friends. Like we saw them moving in one day and they were like, hi, do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Yes. And then we were just friends. I haven't had a friendship that pure in like a long time. You remember when it was that easy to make fucking friends? Just like, I don't know, what were you into when you were a kid? Sports and games. You would have beat the shit out of me on a daily basis. Oh, God. Rick, come on, man. I don't know if your name is Rick. Your name. Amazing. But Beck, who lives downstairs, she was opening a karate school, and I was like, I've always wanted to hunt a Cobra Kai. Let's do this. I would very much like to join. And I did a tournament, which was like. Remember when you were a kid and you did karate and you went to a tournament and it was at a gym somewhere and it was all a bunch of other kids your age? It was that tournament. It doesn't change. Except that when you sign up, there's a guy who's like, how old are you? And you're like, 40. And he's like, fuck, I gotta find another 40-year-old. Can you fight a 9-year-old? Like... And I won't bore you with details, but like we misread something in what all I needed to be geared up with, and I was supposed to have these foot pads on. We didn't bring them, so I'm standing out there in the ring in front of just like a crowd of angry parents who are like, I want my 9-year-old child to do their kata. Fuck off. And the judge is just like, you can't fight. And this guy like taps me on the shoulder in a huge act of kindness, which I think we're gonna just need to keep in mind and keep pushing forward for the next few years. These little acts of kindness. And he's like, hey man, you can wear mine. And I turn around and I'm like, oh my God, dude, thank you so much. This man, he is the size of 8 Shreks. He's the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life. And he's just a wall. And he hands me Shaquille O'Neal's foot pads. And I was just like a child in his dad's shoes, just like out stumbling around trying to throw these round kicks. And It was humbling and embarrassing. And but you know what? Like, you know what? Fuck it. If the shoes aren't gonna fit the guy, still tap him on the shoulder, offer them to him.
Woo!
Yeah. We ended on a moral. There we go. Thank you guys. You guys have been fun. I appreciate it.
Keep it going for Joe Starr, everybody! Woo! You know times are rough when strikes are the wins. You guys go to that awesome strike last week? Man, that was a blast. Oh, fuck. You guys, we're out. We're having fun. We're together. We're in love. Especially with your hair. You guys, listen. We're taping this, okay? So I'm just gonna again. If you're finding yourself smiling a lot, if you're one of those people, and you're just like, make it verbal. Bring it out. Bring it out of your body. Like let it in and fucking vomit it out of your face. It's gonna be worth it for us. And then we never have to do another live show again because we'll make clips and we'll be rich. I think that's how it works. Yes. Okay. Our next comedian. We're ready to keep the show moving and grooving. Oh, I have to do a thing where I cross out number 10. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. I won't do all my bits about the Gracies. Okay. Anyway, that's a reference to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, okay. I will be explaining all my jokes for you. Fear not. Fear not. This next comedian, you've seen him before as one of the hosts of the show, and we love this guy. It's not me. That'd be a dumb bit. Don't. It's our dear friend Masood. And here's what I want you to tell. Here's what I want to tell you about him. He is from Chicago, so therefore he's definitely funny. If you've ever been to Chicago and watched comedy there, you've seen him at Second City. He is also a amazing TTRPG player, and so if maybe you're clap if you like those things, because maybe you've seen Rivals of Waterdeep, and if you haven't, clap anyway like you have. There you go. Good. I'm training you. Good. Here's some truth. So Rivals of Waterdeep. He's amazing in that, and he won't stop talking about his cats. So that's another thing you need to know about him. Ladies and gentlemen, Massud Hawk! Get on out here, Masood! Good.
Thank you. Let's give it our Sandeep. And y'all for coming out tonight. Thank you so much. And I will let it be known, I will say I love my cats in any language. Okay, here's my impression of Christopher Columbus landing in America after spending months on the boat learning Hindi. Ha-ha! We did it, boys! We did it! India! Oh, look! Some natives. Watch this. Namaste. Or Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I learned both major religious greetings. Aap kaise hain? How are you? No. They're just using a dialect I haven't gotten to yet. It's fine. Okay, I learned the one thing I needed to say anyways, alright? Hum aapke pure khandan ko qatl karenge. What? Oh no, I just told them we're gonna commit genocide. Let's go! Oh man. White men can do the most heinous shit and be given a holiday. There's a thin line between a hero and a terrorist. Look at Oppenheimer. Speaking of holidays, though, Thanksgiving's right around the corner, y'all, and I love Thanksgiving. Growing up as a Muslim American, it was one of my favorite holidays because it's not as like overtly Christian as a lot of the other ones or praising the industrial military complex, you know? And so my family went full out for Thanksgiving. That's the one that we loved. But I've heard that for some of y'all, Thanksgiving with your family is like torture. You know, you got your grandparents being racist, you got your aunts and uncles being homophobic, This year? Woo! Oh man, I am worried about some of y'all. I mean, cause let's be real. You might be having dinner with some MAGA insurrectionists. Come on! Let's be honest. Do you know where your MAGA family was on January 6th? We need to have a tough convo, friends, all right, about the big red elephant in the room, okay? The thing is, though, if you could imagine with me, come on, walk me through this, let's go. If hundreds of people like me stormed the Capitol, yeah, the newscast would be, yes, America has been invaded by Al-Qaeda. White Christians, arm yourselves, it's purge time. It'd been immediate, it'd been so fast. And we all like to think that we don't have, like, one of those people in our family of good ones, you know? We all like to think that. But how do you know? How, guys? There's only one way to find out, okay? Because insurrectionist, domestic terrorist, tomato, same thing, all right? And so as an American, to my fellow Americans in the room right now, all right, we've got to do better. We got to get to the bottom of this. We need to be our brother's keeper, okay? It is up to us to find out who in our family are terrorists, all right? If you see something, say something. And if you don't know where to start, it's fine. It's okay, all right? Just think back, how do we get information out of them? Well, let's go back to the post-9/11 days, right? There's a handbook that we can all follow. Just take your MAGA family and waterboard them. Oh, no, I feel like some of y'all got a little uncomfortable with that. Does he really want us to waterboard our family? Yes, I do. Yes, absolutely. And you don't even have to call it that, really. You know, the thing about America, it's all about branding, okay? Islamophobia, it taught us that, all right? So, you know, we could change it up. Why don't we change it up? Why don't we call it an aggressive baptism? How about that? It's pretty good. Oh, ooh, make it a little fun. A sloppy little shower. How about that? This one's fun. It's a wet t-shirt contest for the face. Come on, guys! These are options that we can work with. I don't know. You know, it's just, we find ourselves in this time with people like Columbus or Trump and like these selfish idiots with so much power, you know? And I just feel like they wouldn't be there if they were scared of a sloppy little shower. I don't know. And plus, if Thanksgiving's gonna be torture anyways, well, why not make it torture the American way, huh? Speaking of branding and terrorists, though, I still haven't seen Oppenheimer. Haven't seen it. Yeah, thank you for that walk. It's too long! It's too long of a movie. Thank you. But I'll be real, I am all about equality, okay? I am boycotting Oppenheimer till there's a Bin Laden biopic. I said it! And hear me out, okay? Both dudes killed a fuckload of people and revolutionized how the world does war. But only the white guy gets a movie about him? Showing the nuance of his life, his texture? Bin Laden had texture. I'm not saying it's good! Okay? I just said texture, all right? You know, when SEAL Team 6 raided the final compound, they found terabytes and terabytes of media. And a lot of it was anime. Bin Laden had watched all the episodes of Naruto and Shippuden, okay? He knew what it was to run with his arms back like a ninja, making hand signs, wondering whether he was more Sasuke or Naruto. We all know he was Sasuke, come on. All I'm saying, I'm just waiting for somebody who's brave enough to make that film. A24, looking at you, come on. I'll even audition for the titular role. I'm serious. I would love to. Are you kidding me? The Oscars love a dark, troubled, complicated hero, okay? And I'm telling you, do you know how many times I've been asked to play a terrorist already? So why not the terrorist, right? Reach for the stars! You know, I'll even you guys seem special, so I'll do this for you. I'll do my live audition right now for you, all right? Hi, I'm Massud Hawk. I'm reading for Osama. मैं मेरा दोनों बिल्ली को बहुत प्यार करता हूँ. Like I said earlier, I'll say I love my cats in any language. Thank you. All right. I have one last joke for you all. It's just want to tone set a little bit. This is a little more serious. A content warning. It's about suicide, and it's based on my personal life. Just so you know. So a few years back, my brother tried to kill himself, and this is an impression of my uncle visiting him in the hospital the next day. I don't know what your parents told you, okay? But queer, straight, it doesn't matter. We love you for who you are. And we are just so glad you are here. And you have a second chance at getting your MBA. I know you're wondering, what is my purpose in life? What is my direction? MBA answers all of that, okay? You want a good job? MBA. You want a good house? MBA. You want a nice wife? Sorry, good husband? MBA. And you want to know who love MBA? Men. Men love MBA. I'm a man and I love MBA, okay? And I bet you're thinking, hey, I need to get a big, prestigious MBA under my belt to be taken seriously. But you know what? If you have a small MBA and know how to use it, whoo, I'm more impressed. I'll be honest. Look, I know you're sitting there, you're wondering, what does my Mamu John know about any of this? Well, back in Karachi, I had friends who were gay. And nobody said a thing. Why? Because they had their MBA. Acha bacha, good job, very well done. Thank you guys, that's the last of my prepared material. Woo! Okay. These are my friends Cody and Jay, they're gonna roll. It was pygmy goats. I'm gonna keep pygmy goats. Okay, here's what's up. Pygmy goats. I had a whole thing about this. So in the Muslim tradition, there are two major holidays. All right, Eid al-Adha and Eid al-Fitr. All right, one of them happens after Ramadan, and the other one happens during the month of Dhul Hijj, where people are making this pilgrimage to Mecca. I can't run an Islam 101 course, so I just gotta stop it there. Anyways, so in the process, if you're not going there, one of the things that you do for the holiday is you either sacrifice an animal and donate its feed and meat to feed your local community. A lot of people in the US, what they do, Muslims who are over here, they just pay money for somebody to do that out there locally, feeding local people who need it a little bit more internationally. That's what we did for years. And then somebody started a farm in Western Illinois where they brought in semi-truckloads of goats. Just goats on goats on goats. And now you could have the 100% real religious experience to you. You diaspora kid, you can feel it for yourself. So my family, we went. I was 23 at the time. And no, listen. We need to know where our meat comes from, okay? And this is how you find out, all right? I was there. I picked out the goat. His name was Billy, all right? I picked out the goat. I walked with Billy to the guy. I just had to hold him down. The other guy did the thing, right? And then Billy was. He used to be is, and then he was. And then I took Billy, and I took him to the dude who like trimmed his fur. I took him to the dude who quartered his body. I took him back to my family, who then went home and we ate him that night, and he was fucking delicious. Okay? And I do not waste a morsel of meat on my plate anymore because Billy's looking back at me. Thank you guys. I'm Massud Hawk. How lucky I got there. Thank you. Up next tonight is the third producer that you've seen coming up. It's going to be the one and only. They're behind Like Comedy or whatever. You can see them out there. You can see them as the director of what was it? Something gay? Pretty Gay. Sorry, Pretty Gay. They're the director behind that. You can find that online wherever you can see them. They also have a dog named Jojo, and they're an excellent dog mom to them. Just so you know, fun fact: it's Kayla Mahoney.
Thank you. Hi, hello. Okay. Woo! Okay, hi. Welcome to me. I'm here. I changed my hair recently. This is new. Oh, thank you so much. I wanted to go blonde, but I ran out of money right about here. So help. Yeah, I needed a change because I was starting to go gray, and what a blessing. Oh, I'm so grateful for every hair. I named them. I do honor, privilege, Melissa. I do wish I was that woman. I always thought I would be. I wished that I was so much more progressive than I actually am, but I'm normal. Unfortunate. But you know what's weird is I'm only going gray in my bangs. And I was thinking about it, and it does kind of make sense because it's the hair closest to my eyes, which watches all my bad decisions. I'm dating so many escape room operators. It's just horrible. Horrible. I can't get out of the room. Okay. I'm so excited to be here tonight. Am I crying? No. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I felt myself sort of overcorrecting with joy. But I'm just wet inside. Okay. This is going well. I am weird because I just came back from vacation finally. If I had to relax one more day. Who would she be? I don't know. I never met her. Yeah, I was getting real sick of new beautiful experiences. So came right back. And now I can do all that fun stuff that I missed so much, right? Like clocking in. Yeah, vacuuming my hair. Eating at gas stations. If that's not fun, I don't know what does. I got to go on safari. I got to go on an African safari. Sexy stuff, you guys. Okay? And I went with my mom. We almost kissed. A lot of those moments. I get asked, the most common question I get when I talk to people about safaris is it dangerous? And they can be, but they're not dangerous in the way that you would think. The danger is that you're gonna fall in love. Because there is no one more hot or equipped than a safari guide. They're hot for so many reasons. Okay, number one, they're in charge. Okay, and also two, they're multilingual, right? We all love that. We love that because when they're talking to each other, it's kind of like, it's so mysterious. Like, what are they talking about? And is it my tight ass? Look how tight I can make. do a lot. They just do a lot of hot stuff. Like we'll be driving around right in the car, and they'll see some animal tracks, and they'll pull the car over, and they'll turn around, and they'll say something like, "Whatever you do, don't get out of the car," and then they'll immediately get out of the car. I swear, my Vagooner suction cupped itself to the seat. I had to be scraped off the vehicle every day, every single day. And I think I was screwed from the beginning, because from the moment I laid eyes on my first guide, the blood rushed down to my Vagooner. I was brain dead for weeks. And so I was brain dead, I was drooling, I was dressed in beige from head to toe. I looked like a used tongue depressor. Disgusting. And I found it real hard to be hot back to them. They treat travelers like babies. And it's for good reason. I have a lot of needs. You know, like we would be swaddled up in blankets in the car. I did not chew. Once I did not chew. They would spoon feed us soup every 2 hours, my guy. And then I was sucking on his finger, you know, just baby stuff. Unfortunately, I did not get any of their numbers. Damn it. But I haven't lost hope, because I think they were so good at tracking these animals, you know, like we found a wild dog den with newborn babies. They could find my hole. You know? I'm different now. I'm physically different. I got so many vaccinations to prepare for this trip. Okay? Yellow fever, Hep A, COVID, the flu, there's more typhoid. Okay, and I swear thousands of dollars are pumping through my veins right now. I'm coursing with immunity. I'm so fucking dangerous right now, dude. I'm so powerful. No one can fuck with me. I dare a lion to look me in the eye, you know what I mean? And I actually think there's so much going through me, like I could actually make you immune. Do you feel different? He's like, yeah, that did not feel good. Felt really bad. Okay, great. Wow, I really thought I was gonna blab on for years. Great. My improv starts now. Okay. Let me clarify. My dice does not start now. I'll tell a quick story. Earlier this year, my dad, a 65-year-old man whose hobbies are like eating seeds and watching YouTube on toilet, he ran into a burning building to save someone. And he ended up being hospitalized. He's okay. Everybody's okay. And that is because no one was inside. And, you know, people are still calling him a hero, and they should. He's absolutely, he meant to be a hero. I'm almost so proud of him. You know what, I think, he was telling me, he was like, I was in there, I was sort of wandering around for a while, I couldn't find anything, so then I thought maybe I'll try to put out the fire. The fire got so much bigger. While he was in there, it got so much bigger, and I think I know what happened. The problem was, he sort of barged in there, ran up the stairs, and forgot why he was there. Yeah, happens to the best of us. But the last thing I want to say about that is, you know, I learned a lot about my dad through that event, and when he was in the hospital, it was kind of scary because you saw him all hooked up to wires and buttons and stuff, making sure he was getting oxygen and everything. And what I learned was that he's jacked. News to me. I don't know, I just feel like I would have made a lot of different choices had I known my father was jacked. I can't explain it. Where's that dice? You rolled. Please roll, sir. I'll make room. Roll room. It's a 17, which is a. Have we done crackers? No. Oh, it's so appropriate. ask for me to do crackers. I crackers are fine. I feel mid about crackers. Dry. Ever had a wet one? No. Only if in soup. Soup cracker, fine. No matter what, no matter how wet, it's fine. You guys ever put goldfish in soup? Don't answer that. This is my time. Let's see, I talked about goldfish. What's another cracker? Wheat thin's very small. Let's see, there's other crackers. There's some Triscuits, but I don't have anything funny to say about Triscuits. Shit. Ritz for rich people. Huh? They could be. I don't know. They could have Ritz at the Ritz. I wouldn't know. I've never been there. My safaris were free, by the way. I did not pay to go on safari. I know a lot of you are like, oh yeah, you've been at the Ritz, you bitch. I just have very specific luck. And the luck is free safaris and vacations. Okay, Thank God I got the light. Thank God. Okay, my final thought on crackers. Has anybody done this yet? That's all I have to say. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much.
Keep it going for Kayla Mahoney. Woo! You guys can check her out on her one-woman show, the Vagooner Monologues. I had to do it. Oh, man. Kayla, you can use that in your set. Okay. Yeah, let's keep this show rolling. Get it? God, wasn't she so fucking funny? Holy shit! Whew. Worth the price of admission. All right, next up, you know, EffinFunny, that's my company. We've been doing this. We did the show. The last time we did a show was, holy shit, 9 years ago. And so it's nice to be back. It's very exciting. And the one little kind of wrinkle we had at our older shows was that we always brought a magician in, because that's fun. And so I had to bring back my good buddy here, who was actually our magician at our wedding. Right, honey? Can you corroborate? Thank you. She just went like that, silently, so no one could. What did I say earlier about saying things out loud? Okay. Here, this guy's resume is stupid, okay? It's stupid. So I can't even memorize it. It's too many things. He's been featured on America's Got Talent, Penn and Teller, Fool Us, and the last 9 seasons of Masters of Illusions. Please welcome the sleight of hand, singing, and stand-up wizard, Naathan Phan. Nathan, get out here, baby.
That's me! Hello, everyone! Thank you so much! Oh my God! There's warm welcomes, and then there's like being thrown into a volcano. So hot! Thank you so much for coming out. Now, normally when I perform, there's like this time for the audience to kind of get acclimated to my energy and who I am and all that stuff. But sometimes at the very beginning of the show, this weird thing happens where people are kind of like hesitant to applaud or laugh because they start to notice there's a slight discrepancy between the way that I look and the way that I sound. So I would like to address that now and answer the burning question in your minds. The answer is yes, I really am. Vietnamese, good. Moving along with the show. A great time. I know lots of people aren't used to hearing thick Vietnamese accents, but that's just the way we sound. At least this is the way we sounded when I grew up in the very northwestern part of Vietnam called Glasgow, which is what I grew up. Good, you laugh. I perform on a lot of cruise ships where I have to explain the punchline that Glasgow is in Scotland, not Vietnam, and then people go, oh no, I get it now. Yeah, okay. Yes, so people do ask me all the time, is that like, this guy right here has this incredulous look on his face. You look like you're seeing a UFO for the first time. Like, I figured they must exist, but I've never seen one before. People do ask me if it's a bit, like, do you fake the accent for the act, that sort of thing? Because, talking like this for the last 35 years of my life has really opened up my employment opportunities, let me tell you now. Double minority, yes, let's go. So I was born in Southern California, about a stone's throw away from Disneyland. Age 1, moved to Scotland, lived there for 10 years, came back to Southern California. And so another thing, so as he mentioned, I'm a magician. So I got this really weird nickname while I was growing up in Scotland, and that nickname, true story, Magic Asian Man. That became my nickname. It has stuck with me ever since. Now, it's just, so now my nickname wasn't always Magic Asian Man, because I didn't always do magic. I wasn't always Asian, long story. And then all of a sudden one day he became Asian, people should really look into him. So, that just popped in my head and I had to say it out loud. The inside thought came out, I apologize. So originally my nickname was Wee Man, because wee means little out in Scotland, in case you didn't know. Wee Man, you're right down there, Wee Man. Ah, hi. That's how I sounded back then. And then they started to call me a wee Asian man, because there's also wee people running about. Don't want to get us all confused. How's the weather down there, wee Asian man? It's great. And then eventually someone realized if they just slightly tweaked the lyrics to an old Johnny River song, whenever they saw me, they'd be able to sing, Magic Asian Man, Magic Asian Man. You are too young to get that reference. Okay, good. I've given you an earworm so you can't forget my nickname. Good. No. I'd say if that song gets stuck in your head, feel free to use that, because I decided to just make all of my social media handles Magic Asian Man, like Facebook, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, literally all at Magic Asian Man. Even my website, literally www.magicasianman.com. That's right, all the other Asian magicians in the world, I got that website first. Suck it, Shin Lim. So I'm gonna actually we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do something. So when I perform on a lot of cruise ships and stuff, and it's interesting because people come up and they ask you questions about like being a magician and what's it like and all that sort of thing. So I thought I would save people a bit of the hassle by writing a song that kind of answers a bunch of questions about what it's like to be a magician. And the easiest way I can put it is that magic is hard. I know that sounds self-aggrandizing, but it's true. Like, think about it, if you decided tomorrow to become a full-time magician, where do you start? How do you learn the secrets in an industry that's built around keeping secrets? How do you get good enough at performing but not revealing those secrets that you can convince strangers to give you money in exchange for doing that? And not just some money, enough money that you can hopefully one day retire, because there are no 401ks for magicians. It's true. So I sat down and wrote a song to prove the fact that magic is hard. You do need to know that in this song, AGT is short for America's Got Talent, and then we say CV in the UK instead of resume. There's a rhyme that depends on it. So here we go. The song that proves that magic is hard. Realizing now this would be easier with a pick. Hold on one second. Go. I'm sorry if that was underwhelming. Normally that's not the first trick that I do. Here we go. Make sure this envelope's facing the right way. There we go. Sorry. Okay. Magic is hard. Magic is hard. Magic is hard, magic is hard, magic is hard, magic is hard. What? Magic is hard, magic is hard, magic is hard. There's more. You spend all your life as an outcast and a loner. You strike up by yourself as a small business owner. The tricks aren't up your sleeve, they're sat on the shelf. And as they gather dust, you must believe in yourself. It's a tricky position, being a magician. You study just as long as a lawyer or physician, but there are no degrees from respected institutions for sleight of hand and big stage illusions. No, there is no Harvard or Juilliard for training doves and back palming cards. You want to get a credit on your CV, you gotta get your face up on that TV. Get booked on a show like AGT, you broadcast your craft for the world to see, and all in 90 seconds it ain't easy. And now you understand why I'm singing that magic is hard, magic is hard, yeah. Magic is hard, magic is hard, magic is hard, woo. Magic is hard, one more time now. Magic is hard, oh magic is hard, yeah. Magic is hard. I need the help of someone in the audience. You do not have to come up on stage. I just need you to raise your hand and volunteer, and yes, you will get a prize. How about you? Yes, you sitting here in the front row. Has anyone done crowd work with you yet?
No.
Okay. Thank you for volunteering. What's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa. It's lovely to meet you, Lisa. Lisa, can you do me a favor and think of a number between 1 and 10,000? Lisa, are you thinking of that number? Tell me, what's that number, Lisa?
7.
7. You could have thought of any number between 1 and 10,000. You just want 7. All right. You're thinking of the number 7 now. Here's the deal. Before the show even started, I wrote down a number and I put it in an envelope. That envelope is sitting on the stand there. It's been sitting out this whole time. Would you all like to see what that number is? Okay, we did not meet before the show. We did not prearrange anything. You could have said literally any number between 1 and 10,000. You thought of the number 7. And I wrote down, not that number! See, Lisa? Magic is hard! Did everyone get the punchline? Good, moving on. No, so I told you you get a special prize, and I have a prize here. Inside here is a handwritten note, thank you note, with my email on it. When whenever you get a chance to, shoot me an email to redeem your prize. Your prize is an invitation to the Magic Castle. If you don't know, super cool exclusive place to get into. You have to know a member. So you just email me, you'll get in. There's just one catch, which is that I do not remember what the combination on this lock is, so you get a free lock as well. Enjoy. There you go. Actually, hold on. Can you do me a favor? Just name any 4 numbers out loud.
5824.
5824. Can you do me a favor? Can you crank in a 5? So just line it up with the red line. Yeah, line it. Do a 5. This would be easier if I had a light, and I apologize that I don't.
It's not turning that well.
It's okay. 5.
I got it. 5.
5, 8, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
2, 4. All right. Go ahead, pull, twist. Does anything happen? No, of course not, because that's not the combination. But also, it wouldn't have been a good magic trick if it was, because that had nothing to do with anything that happened. That'd be, like a weird, that's like the usual suspects twist. Where like nothing indicated that this was going to be the way to work out. I'm sick and tired of people thinking it's a good ending. No, here's what I want you to. But no, it would be better if it was your number, which is 7, right? So do me a favor, just crank in 0007.
Okay.
Remember, you could have thought of any number between 1 and 10,000. You thought of just 7, so we're going to crank in 0, 0, 0, 7. Yep, pull and twist. Does that open right up on your number? 0007? Yes, it does! I'm Naathan Phan, thank you so much! Yes! All right, and now I guess it's time to roll the die. By the way, can I just point out, die is singular, dice is plural, all right? I don't get mad when people get confetti and confetto wrong, but dice, I will die on that hill.
Yes.
Not dice on that hill. So here's what we're going to do. Great, who's got where's the thing? Oh, it's him. Okay, here we go. Excellent, we have, wow, this is excellent. All right, good. So who wants to roll? We do you over there, great. Grab. I'm so sorry, bounce it off bank it off of his head. Yes, okay, good. And just go ahead and roll. Here we go. Yes, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. 13! Did we get a 13 yet? 13 is Dog Fashion Show! Yes! Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do for this. I would imagine that with a dog fashion show, so I've never even watched that, like, Super Pupper Bowl thing. The Pupper Bowl, is that what it is? So, like, I can't even imagine what a dog fashion show would be like, but it would be fun if you just had, like, famous people doing the fashion show. So I'm going to fall back on one of my other skills, which is voices. So I'm just trying to think of, like, what it would be like if you're like, hi-ho, everybody, Kermit the Frog here, and welcome to the dog fashion show, yay! All right, and today we have, then, you just have, like, weird celebrities who would be there trying to raise their profile, but then also trying to comment on how good the dogs looked, and then you could, like, pick wild people. I don't know, like, can you imagine if, like, Christopher Walken, who's, like, one of the creepiest men on the planet, is just there, and is like, I gotta say, normally, I'm not a Bichon Frise kind of guy. This dog, get it. I only wish, you know what, I kind of like hate the whole idea of AI, but if we can like bring certain people back to life, like it would be amazing if, you know, the halftime, do they do halftimes at fashion shows? They do at this one. You know, you bring out Elvis Presley and, you know, this is, oh, wise men say, not all dogs wear clothes. But I have to say, I don't have a rhyme to go with clothes. I worked myself into a corner. Clothes is a terrible word. These dogs wear clothes. I don't know. The problem is that, like, with this sort of thing, whenever the improv comes in, my first instinct is to go to one of my idols, and he was just like a pure. There's snipers. And then there's absolute insanity, and there's mortar shells and things, and the rockets red glare. And so for me, whenever I think of improv, my default is to go into like, oh yes, Robin Williams, yes, we're here for a dog fashion show. Yes, look at this, it's absolutely fierce. Oh, you're foaming at the mouth. Hopefully that's just Alka-Seltzer. We don't know. Let's take him to the back. We're gonna find out what's going on later on. Absolutely, it's a fantastic thing. This is actually, oh, look at this lovely raincoat. Yes, you can get splashed and get wet. You don't get that smell. And then if they shake up themselves off, then it all stays on the inside. Yes, it's an incredible thing. Everybody, I'm being the man. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me.
Hey, good fan, everybody. Funny guy. Okay, up next we have an amazing comic for you. This comedian can be seen so many places. Here we go. Dropout TV, heard of it? I have and I love it. You can see them on this current season of Dimension 20, the upcoming season of Very Important People, and on the current season of online streaming series Pretty Gay. I might be biased about that. Okay, please welcome to the stage Alex Song-Xia. Woo!
Follow Naathan. I think we have about the same energy. Really, it scratched a really good part of my brain. I felt like I was listening to stand-up at 1.5 speed. And now you're going to hear like 0.8, I guess. I'm really excited to be here. For full transparency, I've actually been trying to quit stand-up. Comforting words to hear. But you know, when Roll for Jokes asks you to do a show and they got a multi-camera setup, it's really hard to say no to anyone. I have a problem with that. I would say I used to identify as a people pleaser, and then now I don't. One day I looked up and I couldn't find the people who were pleased. And separately from that, my loudest straight white guy friend. So that's straight white guy friends, which unfortunately being in comedy is a pretty big folder for me. Subset loud, ranked loudest. My loudest straight white guy friend said to me, "Hey Alex, I'm doing a one-man show," and I said, "Oh, good. What's it about?" And he said, "People pleasing." So that's his now, and I don't do that. But I am looking for a new word for my personality. If you guys could help me out, I'll give you a few examples. One thing I do is when friends want to go out and have lunch, they'll be like, "Alex, what do you want to eat?" And I'll be like, "Whatever you want, I'm easy." And they'll say, "What about pizza?" And I'll be like, "No." Yeah, that sounds great. And I won't mention that I just had pizza. I already ate lunch actually, but we're meeting up, and they'll be like, "Alex, what kind of pizza do you want?" And I'll say, "Whatever you want, I'm easy." And they'll be like, "How about truffle pizza?" And I won't mention that truffle is the most disgusting thing ever put on food. And we'll have a lovely meal of truffle pizza together. And then I'll never talk to them again. So that's kind of what I do. Another thing is, on an airplane, we all have a favorite seat, right? So who here likes the aisle seat? Okay, aisle crowd, easy access to the bathroom. Who likes a window seat? Okay, a little softer, and that makes sense because you're farther from. We're listening from the aisle. And you all love to take pictures that no one cares about. I mean, and it's time you knew that. I love a middle seat because it's the only place on a plane where no one can be mad at me. Just tuck my elbows in, hold my pee, and be a martyr. We actually call that a reverse Jesus. Arms wise. It's a little bit of a thinker, but it's not worth it. And I did mess up the order. Usually the pizza thing goes second, and then I go, oh, I'm a liar and a bad friend. It doesn't matter. Okay, so not a people pleaser, just a liar. I have been seeking professional help for this. I recently got some assistance from one of the most powerful people in the country, a podcast host. She's looking for somebody who was uncomfortable with power in their personal life, and my friend recommended me. So she asked for 2 hours of my time to be on this podcast, and I gave her 6 months of my life. We talked for hours and hours. There's so much recorded audio, and at the end of it, she had me coached by a dominatrix who specialized in helping women become more powerful in their personal lives. So we had a session over Zoom, the working man's FaceTime, and at the start of the session, the dominatrix is like, all power is rooted in desire. So what do you want? And as the session goes on, we're about 30 minutes in, she's like, what do you want? What do you want? And I'm like, to feel okay! And she says that's not a desire. So I'm crying, the host is worried, and the dominatrix asks to take a break. And the host calls me, and she's like, Alex, I'm so sorry, you're crying, are you okay? I'm like, this happens all the time, when do we start back up? But apparently, the dominatrix had said that this has never happened to her before, and she needed to take a break in order to figure out how to resume. So I think I broke a dominatrix, which feels pretty powerful. I do feel like I was maybe more powerful as a kid, or knew myself better as a kid. A friend recently asked me, what's your ideal social situation? And I realized that's easy, playing hide and seek. So as a kid, I was very powerful, but it was as a specific position in hide and seek. I don't care about being the seeker. Why would I close my eyes, count to 10, and have everyone I love leave me? But the most powerful position is to be the last kid found in a game of hide and seek. And all the adults start to get worried. No one can see you, but everyone's talking about you. I think that that is the happiest I've ever been. I am trying to figure out more about myself. I'm late in life figuring out that I both have ADHD and am lactose intolerant. But anyone else? Okay, we're all doing great. But I'm still trying to figure out dosages. So recently I took one, so it's not lactate, it's lactase, is that right? That's not part of the joke, that's just a thing I was told. So I took one lactase. I stole a thing from my friend from Costco. I took one lactase and went to the Minnesota State Fair to the all-you-can-drink milk bar. And then I also took 5 milligrams of my friend's Ritalin and tried to buy a car. So those are some recent experiences, just trying to figure things out. But I have figured out I'm soft launching they them pronouns. Okay, I'm hard launching they them pronouns. It was a soft launch because I've been using them for 2 years, but I will never correct anybody. I'm also getting back into dating after a while. I used to identify as a lesbian, like the porn genre. Not a lot of fans in the room. That's okay. So, okay, one. Yeah, I was a big fan of dating women. The only part I didn't like was that women gave terrible massages with their weak ass hands. And then I kind of looked around and was like, oh. Maybe it's a problem because I was only really dating white women at the time. No, nothing wrong. Love them. I think what I realized was like, oh, if I had, an older Asian woman who could kill me, that is what I would be looking for. I was getting a massage recently where this older Asian woman it took my head in her hands and kind of twisted. And I do think that's a kill move. And it is the safest I've ever felt. But yeah, I say I used to identify as a lesbian because of gender stuff, but also I've been thinking about, dating men again. So it's the quietest part of the show. But I'll explain myself. I think a man would have to be so kind, so well adjusted. He's been in therapy for so long that he's a therapist now. For it to even occur to me to text him back. Whereas. Okay, and what do I offer to this man? A perpetual state of hard to get. Great. Whereas a woman could scream at me, make me cry, leave me on the side of the freeway, and this is all happening on my birthday. And I would still walk home and tell my friends that's gonna be my wife. I don't think people should date according to their to their sexual preference if they have attachment issues. I don't think gay marriage should be outlawed. I don't think it should be encouraged for me. That is my stance. I do think my ideal partner would be another they them, by which I mean a couple, a mommy and a daddy. They're already together, they can take care of me. But, if anyone here, there was one time where I was doing a show hosted by a couple, a man and a woman, both very hot friends. I spent my whole set hitting on them because I had a microphone. And at one point I said I would love to proposition you either for a threesome or be adopted by you. And when I got off stage, they said, great job, we would love to adopt you. And that's actually the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So nothing you can do can hurt me, and I'm ready to roll the dice. Thank you. This is nice. Okay. So these are the things that are crossed out.
Yeah.
And I asked someone to roll it.
Yeah.
Who really wants to? Okay. There you go. And where are you gonna put it? Okay. 12?
12. Do we already do 12?
No. Cheating on a test. Okay, I love to cheat. What is it? Put 2 minutes on the clock. I didn't know I had ADHD until recently. Well, I did know, but nobody would say you're right. I had therapists tell me, you're acting out against your tiger, Mom. And I was like, why would I do it like this? But I spent a lot of high school like figuring out ways to not do something rather than doing it, and would cheat on tests, but also found all these ways to not like just do something. So I would like write kind of a first page of an essay and then staple it to a bunch of blank paper and then hand it in, and then when confronted I'd be like, oh shoot, printers are crazy. How did that happen? Let me go home and get back to you. I would like, if it was a PowerPoint presentation, you know, a confrontation, a live interaction, I would have a USB drive. That's really important. You have to have a flash drive. I mean, this might be different now. I don't know. I'm a millennial. But so you would have that, make a PowerPoint file. And at the time, we were just transitioning from PPT to PPTX. Okay, we get it. It was a pivotal time in our history. I'd plug in the flash drive and be like, oh shoot, I made it. It's not the one that's compatible to your computer. Can't open it. It's not that I never made this. So I do a whole little act up there of like the file's corrupted. That's crazy. Anyways, is that cheating on a test? Oh, and also you can just like write stuff on water bottles in your arm, and yeah, there's all kinds of ways to cheat on a test. If you want tips, talk to me after the show. Thanks for having me.
Keep it going for Alex Shaw. Well done. Well done. And they were right. There is a difference between lactate and lactase. Lactate is the brand name. Lactase is the Costco version. As soon as they said Costco, I was like, you're right. You're right. It's been a really fun night. Hey, thank you all for showing out with us. We got a few more left for y'all, so thank you. We're excited. Coming up to the stage next, you've seen him all night. He's been one of our hosts this evening, one of the producers of the show. You could have caught him on The Guild. You can catch him on Daisy Quest. It's the one, it's the only, Sandeep Periq!
Thanks a lot, Alex. I can't do my dominatrix life coach material anymore. I can scratch that off the list. Hi, everybody. Hey. Oh, man. Hey, I'm Sandeep Periq. Don't worry if that's difficult for you to pronounce, because my parents tell me that I say my own name wrong. They're like, because I say Sandeep Periq, and they're like, no, it's Sandeep Periq. Sandeep Periq. And I'm like, it's fucking hard enough to get a Starbucks. Like, really? I have to, like, go to the barista and give them a Duolingo challenge to start a relationship. Aren't parents so annoying, you guys? Ugh, they're, like, so annoying. Oh, my God. They're, like, embarrassing you in front of your friends, and, like, they can't restart the Wi-Fi. They get heart attacks. It's like, oh, God. Can you not with the heart disease, guys? That's right. This set's going to be about elder care, so I better get ready to go viral. This year's been a doozy. Real talk, my dad, over the summer, got a heart attack, congestive heart failure, and 3 strokes in one night. Yeah, you guys all have empathy. That's good. And I was like, we get it. You want attention. There are easier ways to get your kids to come visit you. But I can joke about this because he's doing well. He's recovering. Thank you so much. I know this because as soon as he got out of the hospital, I gave him a phone call, and he spent over an hour complaining about two-factor authentication. So I was like, he's still in there. Sudhir is still Sudhir. Fear not. His CAT scan of his brain did show like a big chunk of his brain was dead. Okay, so there's like a dark spot, and there's like big, and the neurologist is like, that part of the brain's dead. And it's kind of crazy and kind of miraculous because he's shown no decline in motor skills, no decline in cognitive function, which is incredible. Like the neurologist was surprised. You never want the doctor to be surprised. But my dad though was not surprised because he was like, "What did I always tell you, beta? Everything Indian is the best. Even strokes. Indian strokes are the best strokes. We're like the Matrix, just dodging the bullets. Well, the bullet goes through the brain, but then the brain dodges the bullets inside. All the good parts. But it did make me wonder, like, what's that part of the brain for? If it can just be dead. I was like, is this like a backup drive or something? Did he just clear his cache? Like, what's going on? The neurologist was like, no, so that's the part of the brain that people use to be able to tell their kids they love them. So it's just always been dead. No, but I love my dad. They don't say it. They imply it when they say, go get me some water. That means I love you in Indian. Not a language, guys. I do have a newfound respect for my dad, like in his toughness, you know? Like when I was back in the schoolyard and some kid would be like, my dad could beat up your dad. I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. But now I can be like, yeah, well, my dad can survive more cerebellum strokes than your dad can, Trevor. Make public your father's EEG reports, Dennis. Okay. Good. This whole like elder care thing is kind of like a new phase of life for me. And like I went cane shopping with my dad. Have you guys ever gone cane shopping with your dad?
Yes.
You have? Oh good, there's one, yeah, fucking every Thursday. Interesting experience. It was kind of like the weirdest 90s movie shopping montage ever. And like my dad would come out with a cane, and I'd be like, not that one, Dad. He'd come out with the second one, and like, And he'd come out with the third one, and then he fell over. So we're like, let's get the second cane. Let's get the first one's fine. He loves his cane. He's like, does this look good? Me shaking at the sun? Am I doing this properly? I just wanted to... I want to look classically aggrieved, you know? That's it, Dad, you found it. And it's just frustrating though, like none of the canes come with tiny little swords inside of them. Like, come on. It's a missed opportunity for the Kingsman crossover. Right, guys? The market potential numbers in the ones of people. Me. Okay. I'm the only one who saw the Kingsman, and you. Because my dad has had an incredible life, like an amazing life. He traveled across the globe when he was 21 and entered a culture that he did not know, with a language that he barely spoke, and established a legacy, you know, established a family, got a job, rose the ranks of a miniature lighting manufacturing company, and all in New Hampshire, which is a culture that no one else knows, and a language that no one else knows. And he's fucking figured it out. And he had 3 kids, 8 grandkids, all of whom who are stand-ups are doing great. I think I said that wrong. We're taping this, so I'm gonna take it back. All of whom who are not stand-ups are doing great. Like it's the first time you heard it. They won't know. We'll edit that. And so I asked my dad, you know, like real talk. I was like, Dad, what's left on the bucket list? You know, like who knows how many years you got left? Like, let's knock a few of these out. You want to piss in the Trevi Fountain? You want to piss in the Grand Canyon? Where do you want to piss, Dad? The world is your urinal. And he was like, I've pissed enough. It's like, what I want to do, I only have one last thing left on my bucket list. I want to see God. I was like, I don't think you're that far away from And he's like, no, not like, no. I want to realize God. I want to experience moksha. Does anybody know what moksha is? Nobody took a teacher training course at the Hot 8 Yoga? Yeah? Nobody? Amazing. Moksha. All right. Let's buckle up. Hinduism 101. So you've heard of reincarnation, right? The most eco-friendly of the afterlives. Reduce, reuse, reincarnate. That's right. And it's just, there's no waste. And so this is an endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. And you only end that cycle when you experience moksha. That's when a liberation from that cycle. Okay, I can see that I'm losing Gen Z, so let me explain this a little bit. Reincarnation is like a video game. Okay? She's like, literally, you were like, oh, okay. Amazing. Yeah, so you start out, you know, as like a low-level life form. Your soul does, right? Like a slug or whatever. And then you accrue enough karma points to level up through the animal kingdom to better and better, cooler animals until you achieve human. Which, congratulations, everybody! You are, look at you! You're all humans, no matter how shitty your day is going, no matter how shitty this November's going. You are not a slug. Not to slug shame, but you know, you should be proud. You should be proud of this moment for all of you. And now you get to sort of live in human mode again and again, completing various side quests and building up your skill tree until you max out your specs, and then you achieve expert human level. Okay, and this is huge. This is when you get the true ending to the game, and you get to see and experience the creators of the video games, and then your soul gets merged into their bodies. Okay, the metaphor falls apart a little bit, but I get that, but that is moksha. And so I was like, okay, Dad, yeah, I get it. You want to do this thing. And so how do we, like, is there a YouTube tutorial for this? Like, what's, like, how do we get to moksha? And he was like, I'm blanking on a part. Oh, it's so good because I don't want to fuck it up, you guys. You guys, I'm going to sing a song to myself until I remember this fucking part of the joke! You know, sunshine, once you go. You know how he's away. So my dad, okay, yes, that's moksha. Oh, yes, I got it. I needed that. So, yeah, you experience moksha, but you have to be, that's the rub, you gotta be peak you to experience moksha, right? And so it's funny to me to think that my dad thinks that this is peak him. Like, really, peak Sudhir answers the phone during a Broadway musical. Really happened. The people on stage looked. He took the fucking phone call. Really, peak Sudhir doesn't love tipping. Doesn't love it. We'll do it. Wants to keep it at 10%. Peak Sudhir yells at the Bank of America login portal daily. He really fucking hates two-factor authentication, you guys. He's like, I am me! I'm like, Dad, you think God cares about you? Your browser doesn't even remember who you are. But I can't tell him this, you guys. I can't say this to his family. He just had his 4th stroke. You get your 5th one free, and he loves a deal. So I'm like, Dad, okay, so I, humor him play along. Okay, so how do we do this? Like, is there a YouTube tutorial? I'll use the last take where I didn't stutter. And he's like, no, I can't log into YouTube. And I was like, yeah, please don't try. He's like, no, it's simple. I just have to spend the next 10 years of my life sort of training my mind to become entirely equanimous through the constant practice of yoga and meditation for 15 hours a day. And I was like, okay, or you can eat this mushroom and you will see God in 30 minutes. Take 2 grams and you will see all the incarnations of Shiva in the face of your neighbor's cat. And he's like, no, those are all hallucinations. That's all fake, like AI art. I was like, that's a surprisingly contemporary reference. I'm actually impressed. And I was like, well, wait, so how do you know if you did? It's disgusting. How do you know that if you did, you did all this yoga and you did all this meditation, that you saw God, that wasn't a hallucination? Like how is that real? And he goes, and he paused. I got him. He paused. He thought about it. He goes, well, I'd ask him for 2-factor authentication. All right, everybody, that's my prepared shtick. Shall we roll the dice? Why did I come up with this idea? Okay, let's see who. My lovely wife has to roll. She's gotta. Stop looking at her ass. Hey, that's 20! Holy shit! Oh, that's like gonna make me cry. As a nerd, that makes me so happy. It's like we're meant to. You're supposed to win a prize, but like we're trying to get rid of this stuff. So Hannah, you get to pick who gets. From our buddies at Chaosium, we love them. They're helping us out with a lot of projects. So you get the Pendragon starter set. So why don't you hand this out to whomever looks the most eager and nerdy.
Who wants it?
Okay! That's exciting. All right, 20 is Vampire Family. I guess the original note was your dad is a vampire, right? I did about 10 minutes on that, or no. Let's see, vampires. Vampires, they suck blood. They die when there's sunshine. Stakes in the heart, and what are other things we know? Garlic. What's that? They're sexy. Okay. Any vampires in the room? Take a look at Lou down there. Someone that wants a piece of that action. Let's see. Okay. When I was a kid, I sort of rotated 3 costumes because that's all we could afford. And one of them was vampire, and I just kept growing, but the costume stayed the same. And so it was like eventually Hulk vampire, like ripping through the cape and stuff like that. And I always loved the fangs, right? And the fangs, and then eventually the fake blood was like so cool. Like the kids that got the fake blood, you were like, oh, Evan's rich. like the fake, the capsules, and like I was like, so Mom, Dad, can we get the fake blood? And they were just like, fuck no. Like, we didn't come to India for you to pretend to be suffering. You should be a doctor. Anyway, so then I figured out, I like pieced together that beets, when you eat beets, raw beets, it looks like fake blood. So I was like, Mom, Dad, can we have beets for dinner? And they're like, of course, yes, a healthy source of iron. So I like took all the leftover beets and I went to school with a bag of beets. This is a true story. In my pocket. This is so weird. I never told this story out loud. And so I was like, it's sitting in class, and I started putting the beets in my mouth. I started chewing them, like, face all chunky and stuff. And my teacher looked at me and she thought I was really bleeding. I'm not kidding. She goes, oh my God, like she thought that I like broke a tooth or something. And then so she was like, Sandeep, do you need to go to the nurse office? And then like I was like in 6th grade or whatever, so I was like, I like I couldn't tell the truth or something. I was like, because she was so concerned that I was like, yeah, I gotta go to the nurse's. Yeah, my tooth is broken. Like I went with it. I was too nervous to tell her. Oh God. So then I just wandered the hallways for like a while and pretended that I went to the nurse's office and never did. And instead I broke into Evan's locker and stole his blood capsules. Like, shit! Hey everybody! Thank you so much. This is my time. Thank you so much for coming out. You guys are a dream. Well, that last guy was great. Woo! Fucking attractive, like a sexy vampire. This next comedian, like hands down, one of my favorite human beings, one of my favorite comedians. He did an EffinFunny show. Should I date you? Probably not. It was many, many years ago. But he was our opener, and he fucking slayed. And I saw him. I looked in his Afghani eyes, and I was like, God damn it, that guy's gonna be a fucking star. And he's absolutely crushing. You've seen him on the Tonight Show. You've seen him on Joe Rogan's podcast. That's right. He was brave enough, unlike some candidates, God damn it, to go on the podcast, do whatever the fuck it takes. And that's what Fahim Anwar does. I love him dearly. Get the fuck out here, my beautiful boy.
Thank you. Come on, Sandeep, everybody. Come on. I'm a star, baby. I'm in a bookshop. He knew I'd be in a bookshop in Glendale someday. We gotta stack the chairs after this, but I'm a star. I'm back. You guys have a good show? Yeah. Have a good time? Yes, thank you for having me. You didn't give him the love he deserved on the Kingsman joke, so fuck you guys. That was sword and the cane? Come on. Sandeep left this out. I was actually the illusionist at his wedding, so he had magic and illusion. He loves deception. Can't get enough of it. I was in Toronto. I'm on tour right now. I'm doing bookcases all across North America. If there's a book somewhere in the building, get a mic, get an amp, get a Gibson amp, and I'll do some time. So I'm flying around a lot on tour, and just like, have you heard of this trend, like when you fly, called raw dogging flights? It's all over TikTok. It's this trend. So it's like, if you don't know, it's when you're on a flight, you don't like watch a movie, you don't listen to music, you don't read a book, you just sit in your seat and you stare at the flight tracker the whole time. It's a fun game to play if you're white, I guess. But like, if I, Fahim Anwar, I get different results, I feel like. It's less trendable. Just everyone on the plane would be like, boom! What the fuck is happening? I'm just staring at the flight tracker the whole flight. Sir, do you need headphones? No, I'm raw dogging. This is us over the ocean. This tiny plane is us. People would be so uncomfortable. People would be less uncomfortable if I was just reading the Quran the whole flight. They'd be less nervous, just me thumbing through the Quran instead of just fucking staring at a flight tracker the whole time. Then I start singing. I'm like, ah! I have my Beats headphones. Ah! That's my favorite song. Just you can really hear the bass in the mom's voice. Ah! Those mid-tones, baby. How do they record that? I just think of a mom in the booth, like, yeah, turn me up. He's like Jay-Z, man. He just goes in there and fucking lets it rip. So this happened because I went to Toronto. This has been happening for the past 2 years. Whenever I need to go to Canada or from Canada to the States, there's a problem for some reason. There's like a problem with my passport. I don't know what it is, but every time we're loading the plane, we're getting on, like there's a line behind me, I give them my passport. They're like, yeah, good morning, and they'll scan it, and then I'll go like, meh. And they go, oh, that's odd. But I know this happens every time, you know? So then they do it again, like, meh. I'm like, oh. And then they have to call some hotline. I don't know what it is. They have to call it in. And it takes like 30 to 40 minutes to reach somebody on some other end. And then all the people are waiting. So they're like, sir, can you just like stand to the side? So I have to stand to the side, and then the whole plane loads. And then finally, it happens every time, I get the okay, so I can go on the plane. Now this thing happens where it's like this walk of shame on the plane. Everyone's staring at me, and I'm like, they called it in, I'm safe. So it's okay for me to be here. They wouldn't let me on if I was a terrorist. You should feel extra safe, because they called it in. It's just so embarrassing. I'm like, I grew up watching Boy Meets World. I'm trying to prove my Americanness. Urkel parachuted into the Step-by-Step household in a crossover episode. Urkel built this machine where it would turn him into a cool guy. Why would a terrorist do that and then blow up a plane? A terrorist wouldn't study that much Urkel before killing this many people. He would just do the thing. There shouldn't be a TSA. You should just have to like say pop culture stuff, and then they let you through. You know, like they tried crystal clear Pepsi, but it didn't work. Like, all right, you don't have to take your shoes off. This guy knows what's up. He's been here a while. Okay. Oh, I got Uber Eats the other day. They do this new thing where like the guy will hand me my food, and then he'll be like, "Oh, hold on, I have to take a picture." So then I'm just like standing there with my kebabs. Like, it's like a weird yearbook photo or something. Like, I don't know what to do. I smiled for some reason. I was like, hey, did you get it? I go, let me see it. No, I don't like that one. Let's do it again. Come on. I want to get some looks. It's my new headshot. I'm just holding my tzatziki sauce. My agents are like, love the new kebab photos. You're getting cast. I had this, I mean, I have only done this joke one time, but I was saying, like, you know, when I was a young actor, I'm not saying I got typecast a lot for, like, terrorist roles, but my headshots had a rocket launcher. I was just, like, standing on some stairs. Just like a blue steel 22-year-old terrorist, like, I want to fuck that terrorist, bring him in. Bring him in, like a CW Bin Laden series. He's like all fuckable, like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know yet. He's on a boat, like, you ever think about doing something big? It's like Dawson's Creek. Bin Laden. What if the boat is just on sand because there's no water? Change nothing, it's just Dawson's Creek but on sand. Yeah, so Trump won, right? People are sensitive about that. I know it's tough for, like, you know, a lot of super liberals, like, oh man, fuck. But my advice is we've done it before, we've been through it. It's just 4 more years, we could do it again, and then it'll all be over. Unless Elon is able to keep Trump alive with Neuralink. You know, he's like, you know, with Neuralink, the brain never has to die. So, you know, Trump, he could be alive forever. So, like, the generation doesn't have to happen because Neuralink will, like, repair the pathways. And so, you know, and then he could be like Saddam Hussein, and we can have, like, Trump forever. It would be pretty cool. And even if he does die, then there's enough data. So there's, like, with Grok AI, we can have an AI Trump. Just forever. The consciousness of Trump can run us forever. It'd be pretty cool. Neuralink, right? I think right now it's kind of beta, it's just helping a lot of, you know, people with disabilities out. But we're gonna get to the point where everyone has a Neuralink. It's gonna be like an iPad or something. Like, we're all gonna have it. But then it's gonna be like Spotify, where there's premium and the free version of Neuralink. So you'll just be walking around like, oh yeah, I should check that movie out sometime. Try the new Cheez-It Gordita Crunch. Live Moss. You're like, oh, sorry about that. I have the paid version or the free version of Neuralink. Like, you can walk again, but you have to yell out Blue Chew ads. I used to be paralyzed, but I used to have to talk about Blue Chew every now and then. What is Blue Chew? I mean, this is a tangent, but like, what is this market of like 22-year-olds who can't get their dick hard? It's advertised to frat bros. Do they have dick problems? That's like too young. It's like this market that doesn't exist. Like, I want my hard boner to be even harder. They're just so extra. Right? Viagra, that makes sense. But Blue Chew is just like bros in Vegas who are 22 who already have a boner, but want it harder. That's so American. You know, people from third world countries are like, they already have a boner. Why does it need to be harder? It's just, nothing's enough in America. They want. Alright. Oh, you ever see a porn where you think the people are from here, but they're foreign, and you can only tell when they make sex sounds, and it's kind of surprising because you have no idea. You know, you'll be watching a porno, and the guy will be like, "Ay," like, "Oh fuck, I don't know. I thought he was from here." And then the woman, she surprises you too. She'll be like, "Bo." She's from like Eastern Europe or something like, "Bo." Like, "Ay." Like, where did they even meet? Did they meet at the international terminal? They met at a UN meeting. I guess I gotta go soon. I'll do this and then I'll do some rolls. Yeah, that's right. I got rolls to look. Okay. Oh yeah. So like, do they have Waymos in Glendale? Did they come out here or not yet? I'm in WeHo a lot. Do you know what Waymos are? Oh, you guys work? This is a Waymo corporate gig. I've never gotten that pop from a Waymo question before. So yeah, they're autonomous vehicles, and they're like driverless Ubers. They're all around WeHo. You see cars that are driving around all by themselves. And then I got to take one recently, so I finally got to like move up the wait list. So it was pretty cool. Like, get in, there's no driver, and then the Waymo goes, "This isn't my main thing, I rap." It's crazy. The shit was pretty good too. It was just there's a lot about driving. Now that I think about it, it was a lot of like, no one can merge like me. Then it was silent for a while. It was pretty quiet, and then he goes, "We need to build a wall." I go, "What?" It's kind of political, this Waymo. Then we hit a guy. We hit a person. Just some guy flew over the hood, and then the Waymo went, "Oh fuck, 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 fuck! You gotta help me." So, what do you mean I gotta help you? He's like, "You're a part of this now." How would I even help you? He's like, "Chop it up into smaller pieces, throw it in the back." What the fuck, Waymo? I didn't pay for this. He goes, "You have any coke?" I go, "What? How would you even do?" He's like, "Put it in my charge port." Oh yeah. Waymo. Alright, we did it, guys. Yeah. Alright. I crush bookstores. Can I roll this? Okay. Is there a proper way? Can you believe this is the first time I've rolled something like this? So I just toss it? Or do I have an audience member do it?
Whatever you want.
What do I want? I want somebody else to do it. Has anybody not rolled it and would like to? I saw you first, yeah? That's a long distance. Okay. Steph Curry. Whoa, wow. It's like a lawsuit, just breaks this guy's neck. So what is it, 4? Is that what it is?
We got you. A giant sloth.
Like I won one? It just comes, it takes 3 hours for it to come to the front. Tell him what he's won, a giant sloth! Giant sloth. Are there giant sloths? Or, wait, well, okay, this is like Nat Geo. Like, I just thought there was one size of sloth, I didn't think. Is it like the Matumbo of sloths? That'd be cool if it was like, yo, this sloth can play sloth basketball. A giant sloth. Sloth from Goonies, he's a giant sloth, right? Right? Yeah. Whoa, I should win a Nobel Peace Prize for that. Like, it was right under our noses this whole time, but I fucking... Has anybody thought about that? Like, I just get high for no reason. Guys, sloth from the Goonies? He's like a giant sloth. I mean, I know he's human, but technically he is. He is a giant sloth. I'm not correct. Why are you looking at me? I nailed it, and you're getting weird. Giant sloth. All right, did we do it, or do it? We roll again? Does anybody else want to roll, or do you want me to just do it? Guys, I'm just gonna pretend like you don't want me to roll it. You really want to roll? I'm the Tinkerbell of rolling these. Like, oh, if you clap enough, I can roll it. But if you don't, then I can't. Oh, you power me up. Whoa. Oh, this is a suspenseful one. What is this?
6.
Is it?
6.
I feel like it's a 6. Okay. I feel like it's on the fence. Like it's what is it? Colossal squid? Am I just big fucking things the whole time? Is it like a very specific heckler who's like going? This is a lot of. They've got to come early and write shit to fuck with me. He's like the nerdiest heckler in the world. Like, I'm gonna give him big animals. I know that's his Achilles heel. Giant sloth. Huge sloth. Colossal squid. Can I apply mathematics and just replace sloth with colossal squid with everything that I've already done? All the funny stuff I did before, just replace it with colossal squid. You know, colossal squid, I'd love to have that calamari. It's a little trick in show business. If the joke's not good, you just ham it up until it works. Just put a little extra sauce on it until it does work. All right. Another one, or are we done? What does this mean? Am I done?
One more.
One more? Okay.
Not a giant animal.
Yeah, please. Are there? I just want to check before I even do it if there's any more giant animals on here. Okay, we're good. What if there's like a giant animal agent in the crowd? Like, I've never seen anything like that before. But do you handle giant sloth and colossal squid? Are you signed? 16? What do we got? Back to the Future. Is that the one where he almost fucked his mom? Right? Yeah? That was okay, interesting. That was a fast and loud woo. If you're on a date, just know what's up. Back to the Future. Hoverboards. We don't have those yet, huh? Yeah, why aren't we upset about that? You should write your congressman. Why don't we have hoverboards? You know, I thought about weren't we promised flying cars by now, really? And they're not. Instead, we didn't get flying cars, but we got cars that sound like they're flying. Right? Like every EV sounds like a flying car, but it's still on the ground like. It's just a Francaliendo of flying cars. This is what it would sound like if I was in the sky. Right? We just got the sound. We didn't get the visuals. We just got the album. I want the movie. I want the moving picture and the sound. Yeah. Okay. I guess we did it? Okay, cool. I don't even like doing stand-up. I'm like, can I go? Am I allowed to leave now?
Anwar! Oh my God! Hey! Let's get all the comics out and take a little picture of who. You guys, thank you for coming out for our first roll for jokes. We're hoping to bring this back next year. Did you enjoy it? Did we like it? Did we like life? Come on out. Oh God, give it up for everybody you saw tonight. Alex Song-Xia, Massud Hawk, Naathan, Fahim, Anwar, moi, Kayla Mahoney, and then Kieran Do, who had to go to another show. But yes, we've been us. Oh my gosh. Okay.